Okay, present log. We'll just say present log 20. Okay, Google, put them in order. Sort them. Okay, this one's really interesting. This one's gonna be a derailer. A derailer. This one will be a derailer. This one is really important. So we'll just call this one present log 20. I don't honestly remember. It's fine. Don't worry about it. You shouldn't be doing numerology, dude. If that stuff is true, it'll be true. So here we go. Let's talk about this. The election is over. Nobody won the election. America is gone. Countries are gone. The world is gone, pretty much. And there's really everything is honestly, there's a prop really for everything holding up. That's what's going on right now. That blind date, there was not two real people at that blind date. So there was me and Sam. I mean, there was probably not even one real person at that blind date. But yeah, that blind date, I mean, there's nobody there. The rest of this is also, I found something about Maggie and all that stuff. I'm sorry about what I say. But, I just find it unlikely that I cannot honestly fix this thing right here. But I need to talk about this right now. So, with what was I gonna say? There's like a fallacy with the Maggie. There's like a fallacy with the Maggie and stuff, and honestly, I can just freaking pick her up and move her, so she doesn't do it. I mean, it's not that hard really to really freaking fix the day. I mean, he's a shyster. Right? Pick everybody up and freaking move them. But here we go. This is what we're gonna say about this, because I don't know. I don't know. And so what I'm saying is, everybody's got to be, anyone that's honestly reading this right now this is crazy. Honestly, this is awesome, but it's kind of crazy, but it's kind of awesome. It's kind of ridiculous. Literally everything is going to reset. We're going to demo the whole place. McDonald's, Mickey, I mean, everything. Ronald McDonald, Mickey Mouse, everything is going up in flames up in here, dude. Everything is going up in flames up in here. I am not about to like a single thing that I'm about to find. I mean, I already got this thing on branch 2. This would have actually been branch 3. This would have been my developed branch. Right? But on my developed branch, what do? I sit there with the checkmate and I let him do whatever he wants. And I'm not about to like a single thing that I find. I don't understand why he does all this stuff. I don't understand why there's any of that stuff, honestly, on me and on stuff. I mean, who owns McDonald's, dude? Who owns McDonald's? Who owns Disney? And what does Disney own, right? And who owns Disney? Well, a bunch of people who own a bunch of people who own a bunch of people who literally end up basically being owned by somebody who's actually off the books. Who's someone who you can't actually look up, not on Wikipedia, not on any business journal. I mean, nothing like that. All right, and then if you could, then you'd be able to fix my story. We'd be able to figure out who's in my basement, and if honestly it's connected to whatever government, blah, blah, blah. But honestly, what I'm saying is that Mickey should not be using the government to do stuff. And the government should not be using Mickey. I mean, the government can use Mickey to do stuff just fine. I mean, but the government is just the government. Our government is just the government. Our government just works for the people. That's it. It just works for the people. And if you need help, dude, or you need help, or you want to do a deal, I mean, whatever, just got to document all that stuff. You got to do it. If you don't document all that stuff, dude, you get illegal permission. Wherever you use the law to get legal permission for illegal activity, and you even use illegal permission to ask the illegal government. You got all this illegal stuff. What are you going to do, dude? What are you going to do with all that illegal stuff right there, dude? Right? And the Hitler family, all that stuff. I made myself perfectly clear, dude. I mean, nobody's supposed to go to hell, but I mean, somebody's about to. It's written in the book. I mean, but nobody was supposed to. And you're still not supposed to. And whatever else. I mean, we can die another day. I mean, I guess, but I just know it's this. And I know it's you, and you might as well honestly sit in a cell and do your Christian service, dude. Both of you, all three of you, whatever's going on, you guys might as well sit in a cell and do your damn Christian service, like no matter what, right? And just sit there and just think about what, and just think about what almost just happened right there, and you woke up with it. You woke up with it, and what you literally woke up with it. Right, we're not talking about someone who went out and did exactly what I did and just like basically DIY looked whatever DIY from the internet from scratch or whatever. Honestly, climbed the top of this monopoly that has been monopolizing for 10 years, for more than 10 years, for 20 years. It's been monopolizing. So this thing has been whatever, and now we got it all the way up to here, whatever. And now what happened? Now you blew it. You blew it. You blew it, dude. And that thing right there, that is Satan's penis. That is Satan's penis, and all you had to do was maintain control of it. That thing was Satan's penis, dude. McDonald's, that McDouble, dude, is Satan's penis right there. All you had to do was just not screw it up. And you screwed it up so hard. So hard, and you do it every day. And it doesn't even matter at that point. You do it every day. You blow this thing, Satan's penis, every day. So, okay, so that's why I say whatever. So now we're talking about really what I really wanted to say, and I hope everybody actually makes it to the end of this video, because this is actually good news. This is like the hope of Christ, honestly. Really, it is. This is Clone's honor, all right? And I'll even put a thing in the video to say, make sure you watch to the very end, right? Because why? Because, I mean, if you honestly happen to be listening right now, and if you happen to be like the odds of honestly anybody watching this right now are slim, but a baby could have survived in here, right? And why? Well, because I'm psychotic to the guy who is holding this thing. So, and I just happened to, I was just like, is it this? Is he this? Is he this? I don't know, but I'm thinking whatever it is that I'm about to find, honestly, I'm really, 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 really not going to like it. So this is what I say, Clone's honor. Technically, that's all so far, yet again, that's all anybody has to worry about. But when we're talking about, anybody that's ever had siblings, right? You know that whatever, your parents didn't do anything different to make your siblings over you. Your parents did not do anything different. And whatever. And my little siblings are twins, and they are fraternal, and they're boy and girl, and they're very different. And even twins, apparently, even if you look up some stuff, they'll say even twins honestly have, they're really not actually really identical. Not even identical twins. Not even identical twins will be identical. So most of the time they're very different. And then they're very different, and then they grow up different. And then they all, even as a baby, they all look different. And then they all grow up so different. So you're never going to really get that really identical. And then that there's always going to be like at least like 2 or 3, maybe honestly 1 million levels where you can look and say, like, are these identical? And then you'll say, no, they're not. I think that one is going to be your spirit in your brain, potentially other places in your body, but probably also in your brain. So the spirit, the way that it connects in your brain, the way that the spirit connects to the brain and the metaneuron. So that's what the internet will show you. From like a little bit of research, like kind of just like trying to do this as fast as I can. But here we go. Clone's honor means this, is that the time travel I know I can do. I think I can do Radio Shack time travel. which is hilarious. Like strap something to like just go basically GTA a car, and then basically strap the time travel on. Dude, I'm gone, dude. I'm gone. I'll GTA a car and strap whatever, dude. It'll be easy, and I'll be out of here. And then whatever, I'll do all that stuff. I don't know. I'll just do all that stuff. I don't know. I'll get out of here though. But anyway, I think you can do like Radio Shack time travel. But well, this is about to be all this stuff. We're doing like branches and all this stuff. And that was right because we got to get here. So and then I'm gonna just try to make it tight really the first time. But we're doing all that stuff, and I'm trying to get everybody out. Really take the QAnon. If you can figure out anybody on that thing, dude, take the road. Take the road. That's like the Underground Railroad or whatever. You can take that. I mean, and whatever is. I still just say take a gun. I mean, just take a gun though, because I have no idea what's going on right now, honestly. But you can just take any one of those kind of bigger faces that are really supposed to really take you along, and then you can honestly ask them to take you along. And they should be able to take you around that little path that I just took you there. So and then ask for the Pall Mall, right? Because those would be the people that really get you really oriented really nicely. And then all that stuff, you'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get everybody out of here. But the rest of it is Clones Honors. If you happen to be listening, I said wait to the end. If you happen to be listening, the Clones Honors. I mean, if you can get to time travel, I mean, are you gonna let him clone anybody? No, dude. Let's just not let him clone anybody. But that is Clones Honor though. But what's the rest of it though? What's the rest of it though? Is like, I mean, if you can imagine, if you have the Mars beginning in your imagination, I think I'll just put it on YouTube. I have a YouTube account. I'll just put this on YouTube. It's not a big deal. If you have the Mars beginning in your imagination, I'd say that will save you. That'll save you. So long as you have the Mars beginning in your imagination, it was any variation of what I just did right there, that'll save you. And you won't be a clone. That's Clone's Honor. That's Clone's Honor. That's what I want to do. I mean, I wasn't even going to take even that away from everybody. Which, you know what I mean? Is like, I mean, it doesn't exist. And if Elon honestly starts a trend right now on Mars, somehow, and does all that, I don't know. I mean, maybe we'll never have a Mars beginning, I guess. But you got to think that, like, I mean, which one's gonna win? Mars beginning is gonna win. So that's why I say Clones Honor, dude. So long as you're honestly not a bastard. I mean, even if you were a clone, you'd be in a spot right now. You'd be probably in such a good spot right now that you wouldn't even be worried about being a clone. If you were just honestly just chilled out and just relaxed. If you just relax right now and just do kind of nothing instead of like all this basically bullshit, like all this little bullshit. If you're one of these people honestly contributing to all this little bullshit, like, you can be scared. But if you're somebody that's just sitting there, just doing their job or whatever, is just happened to basically stumble upon my Facebook, I say, dude, Clones Honor. And I even say to, even if you're even scared, I mean, take this thing up to the Mars beginning. Because I'm gonna do it though. It's because I'm gonna do it, and it's because I mean, someone's gonna. It's that thing is really what we should do. I mean, when somebody proposes it, you can't really undo it. I don't think the Mars beginning, right, and eternal life, and then honestly doing that, and then honestly having a good time and respawn, right? Honestly, actually doing that stuff. It's hard to really like undo that it's been done, or that like people started doing it, right? It's like basically if like people started skateboarding, but if skateboarding was whatever, so someone started doing a new drug or whatever, but the drug was like really good, right? Someone started doing a new drug, but the drug was like sugar. It was just like just technically just a different plant, right? Let's say it was just a different plant or something like that or whatever. So whatever. Whatever. I mean, that's what, like, and it's legal. You can't take it away, and it's legal, and everyone likes it. When is that going away ever? Is God going to smite it? I mean, when God doesn't want to smite stuff, he tells you. So potentially, I mean, why it looks like this? Is I'm a Christian and I can do this, and seems like I should, dude. So that's why I say. So it seems like I should. So that's the Mars beginning, dude. Clone's honor is the Mars beginning. Clone's honor is the Mars beginning. That's not even just for my mom, but that's for everybody, dude. Because we should do it. I mean, we should do it. These guys have time travel. These guys have time travel, and I don't even know if they can use it. I'd say they can't because whatever. Now they want to say their parents are Hitler. I don't think these guys have time travel, and yeah, they're right here all day, dude. It's so weird. It's ridiculous. I don't know what it is, dude. Honestly, dude, is that the rest is like when I was in like elementary school. I mean, elementary school, like first or fifth grade, dude. I mean, a girl came up to me. I won't even say who she is, but a girl came up to me and asked me, told me, and I don't. And again, it's like, who is this girl? And she just said, I want. My daddy works for the government. I want to put a plane in your house. Whoa. Your daddy works for the government. You want to put a plane in my house? Uh, and I just dismissed it at the time. I had dismissed it all up until about whatever about 5 years ago. About 4 or 5 years ago, I dismissed what she said because I mean, who's honestly going to listen to something like that? And I was a little kid. I didn't even hear what she said. I didn't even hear what she said. I heard every word. I just don't like that. I think I don't have any. What do you do to that? But I won't even say she is, but whatever. But that's what Clone's honor is. It is that girl's probably going to be on the Mars beginning. Whoever she is, all she has to do is say yes to it, and then you say this to it. So that's why I'm like, we're getting everybody out. Like I'm about to find all this stuff I do not like. You say no to the Mars beginning and say basically McDouble. Right. And you say I mean, you say, I don't know how much harder you can say McDouble. So, not one living person was at that wedding. Not one real soul was at that wedding. I literally went through a ghost wedding. Uh, it's just about it's about what God says about two or three witnesses. Is like, there's like, I think there's even like maybe even one other thing that God says that God thinks about this, but like there's like technically there's this two or three witnesses. Uh, I suspect that when God talks to some people as whatever leaves it like fun and stuff, but uh, it's like two or three witnesses is like somehow in a court of law, which is my Facebook right now in this YouTube video. In a court of law, two or three witnesses, right, will get the job done. So right now, I mean, two or three witnesses. Well, two or three. That's what the Bible. That's what Christianity says. That's what Matthew 18 says. And that's how I know that my mom's a clone. It says it also says where two or three are gathered in my name, there I am with them, too. So there's also that. So it's like two or three are gathered in God's name. There He is with them. And then the other thing is that honestly, two or three witnesses will get a legal matter situated. And this is my Facebook. So that's why I say if you just happen to be honestly whatever, like this is what's going on, take the QAnon. If you know how to if you know how to read this stuff, and if you know how to if you got a weapon or something like that or whatever, I'd say take the QAnon. I'd say that's what you should do right now. And I would only tell you what should be done. I'd only tell you what should be done. We need that team right there, but that team is not here. We need that team that I just tweeted at and all that stuff, but that team is not here. They are not. Why? Because, like I said, two or three witnesses to like the global corruption and my Twitter, and people are actually, following along. I think for sure. People are definitely following along for sure. So that's why I say two or three witnesses. there can't really, I mean, there really cannot really even be 2 or 3 witnesses on this Twitter that are even able or capable of like basically for all this stuff and all this stuff I said at the blind date and all this stuff. I don't think there was a single real person at the wedding. And why? Well, really, I mean, it's because technically, it's because two of them are clone bombs. Clone bombs in the Book of Revelation, whatever, with the time travel. Right, sitting. I mean, just sitting right there for one. I mean, and then with the chaos of that, I mean, not one word. I had no idea. I honestly had no idea. I didn't even know about football. I didn't even know about football. I had no idea about football. I had no idea about the blind. I had no idea. But I mean, but the blind date was like, whoa, what was that? What happened? And it took me honestly 6 years. Honestly, to ask. It honestly took me 6 years to ask, dude. It only took me 6 years to ask. It only took me 6 years to ask. Uh, so it only took me 6 years to ask. I mean, and then what do you say? Well, I mean, she liked you. Oh, and so what? So everyone's dead, right? So okay, all right. And you can't figure out why you're the only guy with the game. You just think it's so rude that you're the only guy with your own game. So okay, so that's Clone's Honor. Clone's Honor is Mars Beginning. And even if you're fake, dude, I mean, you just have to be cool and take tomorrow's beginning, dude. That's all you gotta do. I'm doing all this stuff. So anyway, let's go. That's what it is.